On my way here, I was thinking about philosophy and science. These two disciplines of thought are co opted. It's no longer a truth seeking activity, no. Right now, it's in the hands of money. So instead of seeking truth that shall set you free, no, it seeks eternal servitude. Science, the Enlightenment, for instance, in its early stages, it was actually good, but then it turns sour like all movements. It gets co opted by greed, you know, power, the thirst for power and control. In its early stages, it would produce wonderful architecture and industry and wonderful engineering. But once it gets co opted by, the greedy and lustful for power, they turn, for instance, a vacuum cleaner from the 1950s or a refrigerator. These appliances used to last a lifetime. In some cases, they would pass it as an heirloom for their kids. They were that good, you see. Engineering at its finest, science at its finest. But then the greedy come along and say, no, no, let's put the expiration date on these things. Let's put self-destruction button on these things so that they can buy it once a year, for instance. And that's where we are right now. Some of these appliances, we can't even fix them. They made it so that they can't even be fixed. So all of these, shops that repair things are all closing because the same as vehicles, cars, and appliances from your house, they can't be fixed anymore. Science is in the hand of the corrupt. It's no longer a truth-seeking activity. It's a perpetual servitude activity. Philosophy, it's in the same. It follows the same path. In the beginning, philosophy was about the spiritual and the natural world. It studied both, and one of its main objectives was to answer the question as early as possible: what happens when you die? All cultures had their own funny way of explaining this event. What makes you think you are that which dies? All cultures had that transcendent philosophy. Yeah, it's only the Abrahamics and the atheists, which are very similar, that have a more fatalistic doom. But then again, these are religions, opinion about what happens when you die. In the beginning, for instance, they would pass this philosophy through the ritual of the burial. You see, burials used to have music and a feast, and people would gather and smile and honor the memory of the ones who passed it. So in their hearts, they never really pass. The body might have, follow its course, but the spirit remained alive in the hearts of the living, and of course, in the eternal. For the spirit is immortal and eternal. So the whole burial thing was for children to. It was like a mise en scène, an act to sensibilize children as early as possible. What happens when you die? Because if you don't get over this question, it will haunt you for the rest of your. Every time you get sick or you're in danger, or it lifts you a great weight from your shoulders if you know the answer as early as possible. You will also be less prone to be influenced by religions. Religion main objective is to cloud this question. For they seek to enslave your body in this life and enslave your imagination as well. You see, they don't want you to be free. The truth sets you free. That's why philosophy and science used to be about the truth. But nowadays it's not about the truth. It's about perpetual servitude. Um, so religions kind of want to control all aspects of your life, the physical and the spiritual. And they all deny, religions all deny, this is a very important point. Religions and science, which became almost the same thing nowadays, religious and science are dogmatic, and they all deny the immortality of the soul. Because the soul is unassailable, you see. The soul is a very personal thing, and it's unassailable, and they just don't like that idea. So they create these dogmatic systems to put you on a box, literally, so they can control your fate. You become a unit of production for them. You become a renter, an indented servant that will never ever get over his debt. And they always find ways to prolong the debt. When they invent these crises that destroy the markets, these are all planned, you see. They want to derail the train so that you lose the ability to pay back what you owe, you see. So I was going to say something else, but kind of forgot about this. Science and philosophy are no longer science or philosophy at all. Uh, all right, I think I'm going to shut up. You see, they perpetually recycle the same things and they sell it back to you. The truth is only one, you see. Once you see it, you can no longer unsee it. But if that's objective, but if they can sell you that everything is subjective, then it can be chewed back and resold and recycled and sell it back to you in a different way, in a different shape. It's the other, analogy of the carrot on the stick. You are constantly following that carrot. They are always presented you with a new carrot. So you can keep chasing the new toy that they put out. People make a camping, they camp literally outside the, shops to get the new toy. So, it's weird. They are completely obsessed. It's like their life depends upon it. But what they are selling is the same product for the past 10 years, and I'm talking about the smartphone. It's the same product, but with a different color, or sometimes it's not even better, it's worse. They are always, taking back, for instance, in the camera capabilities. The early devices actually had better camera than new ones. It's like the computer programs, it's not an update, it's a downgrade. See, they're always creating problems to sell you back the same jargon over and over again. Carrot on a stick. That is what religion and philosophy and science are nowadays. So, yeah. All right, have a nice day.